Thank you, Mr. Feldman. Our next witness is Brian Marshall. Brian's a full-time family farmer from DeKalb County, Missouri. Together with his family, he grows corn, soybeans, and wheat. Brian uses a variety of wireless technologies to increase the efficiency and productivity of his operation, and he's the chairman of the Young Farmers Committee with the Missouri Farm Bureau. He's testifying on behalf of the Missouri Farm Bureau Federation and the American Farm Bureau Federation. Thanks for being here, Mr. Marshall.
Chairman Graves and Ranking Member Velasquez, members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify on behalf of American Farm Bureau Federation and the Missouri Farm Bureau Federation. I'm here today to discuss how the advancement of technology is affecting modern agriculture. My farm is about an hour north of Kansas City in Maysville, Missouri. Both my grandfathers farmed in the Maysville area, as does my father to this day. I'm going to share with you about some of the technologies we are using on our farm, and I hope to offer some perspective from my fellow Farm Bureau members as well. When I came back to our family farm, I didn't envision being the new tech guy. That role has become a large part of my responsibilities as our farm and use of technology has grown. On our farm, we use GPS on 3 tractors, 2 combines, and the application rig we use to apply crop protection products. This rig I mentioned is also equipped with auto steer. Allowing a computer to guide the machine increases accuracy and allows me to more closely monitor its performance. Our rig is also equipped with a new method of application that uses a computer to manage the droplet size based on the product being applied. This keeps a consistent pattern at any speed, and the chances of off-site application are greatly reduced. The most important piece of equipment on our farm is the planter, because it's very difficult to fix a poorly planted crop. We have added aftermarket parts, such as a precision monitor, to track everything from seed placement to the amount of force that is used to put the seed in the ground. I also have an iPad that is synced to my planter monitor, running software that allows me to do real-time mapping and data analysis right there in the field. When any farmer plants in a regular shaped field, the potential for overplanting goes up. As planters have increased in size, so too has the chance for using too much seed in these fields. To reduce this problem on my farm, we have equipped our planter with roll point clutches. The clutches use a GPS signal to shut off when crossing into any part of the field that has already been planted. Not only does this save seed costs, but it helps eliminate yield loss from plant overcrowding and double planted areas. I mentioned to you earlier that 3 of our tractors are equipped with auto steer. At $10,000 per machine for an economy system, it is not cheap to put auto steer on a tractor. All of the technology we have discussed did require a sizable investment. However, we feel that the savings in input costs and operator fatigue, we have more than paid for these investments. Recently, Dad and I met with an agronomist to discuss what's known as prescriptions for our farm. Many farms across the Midwest have soil types and yield potential that vary widely. Our land is no different. With the technology available today, we can merge several years' worth of data to get a more complete picture of what's going on and then make more accurate decisions for every farm and every acre on that farm. Not that long ago, it took careful planning and a support team to do tedious tests just to generate a fraction of the data that we were able to get access to right now from the field, even in a combine. The new technology will undoubtedly help make farmers more efficient and allow the use of fewer inputs while increasing their overall level of output. The amount of real-time information gained at a micro level is a big change that has taken place within the last 2 years and is of concern to our organization. We refer to this issue as big data. From Farm Bureau's perspective, one of the most important issues related to big data goes directly to property rights and who owns and controls this data. In addition, since a farmer's information is valuable to these companies, farmers should have a say in and be compensated when their data is sold. There's a real need for farmers to protect their data and make sure they bargain wisely as they share their data with suppliers and companies who desire to access their information. AFBF is working to convene formal discussions with all interested parties with the goal of securing cooperation on this emerging issue among farmers, companies, and other production chain stakeholders. The future looks very impressive in terms of technological advancement in agriculture, but we should not overlook the gaps that exist, particularly in rural areas. I find it ironic that I can upload yield data in real time from my combine to the cloud as I'm shelling corn, yet it can be difficult to watch local programs on television or have a cell phone conversation in my area. I encourage the committee to share these concerns and the policies adopted by my fellow Farm Bureau members with the Federal Communications Commission, since they affect farmers and other small business owners in rural areas as well. As I have learned by attending meetings and conferences, what works on my farm may not necessarily be practical for my neighbor. America's farms and ranches vary in size and scope, and farmers need a variety of tools in the toolbox. I do not expect you to share my level of enthusiasm for real-time data collection, but I hope you are excited about farmers' use of technology to increase efficiencies, better manage their inputs, and ultimately to help us better serve consumers from my hometown all the way to New York. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Our next witness